I want SBR videos. I'm Peter Loshak. Sitting next to me is Mike Brenner. Today is Friday, March 18th, the second day of the round of 64 in college basketball.
But hell, Pete, it's March Madness in NBA. What are you talking about?
We're not ignoring the NBA even one tiny little bit.
Damn right.
Mike Brenner, 9-3 ATS over the last 2 days. Let's just put that out there and remind everyone, Mike Brenner, congratulations, man.
Hey, it's all about working every day hard, and that's what we're doing, Pete. Let's just get to that. Was yesterday. Let's get today. But speaking of yesterday, because we do want accountability, let's pan that board so we can let these viewers know where we're at and where we plan to go. All right, 2-3 yesterday, and a half of a point is what separated me from being 3-2.
Wow.
Yeah, really? On the teaser, a half of a point. It's okay, though. Feeling good about today. 84-60, still a bunch of units up, 58%. And Pete, he's coming up slowly but surely. 36-42, 46%. He said, cancel the life raft. He doesn't need it. And with that being said, Pete, all right, what do we got today on that board that looks valuable?
We got 8 games, and I actually had like 5 or 6 picks that I really liked. We'll see what you think about it. I'm sure you have a bunch. How many picks do you have today, my friend?
I have 5 picks.
5 picks.
I'm coming out strong again, baby.
Let's just go down the slate of games. Your first one, Cleveland-Orlando, right?
Yeah.
This is one that I did like, but not on the side. I like the under. I took it at 209. Now it's 209.5. Now it's the Greek has 210, which is interesting, but these Cleveland totals have not necessarily been following the line movements in terms of.
And Orlando hasn't been lighting up any scoreboard with an offense that's turning heads
Absolutely
anyway.
Not. Now the problem is LeBron sat out the last game. He's probably going to play here, but maybe that's good for defense, right? When LeBron plays, he scores 40, the team scores 95. They play great defense.
But he hadn't put up 40 in a year or two.
Right.
I'm saying you're right though. I know what you're saying. Yeah, that LeBron, where's he at?
So, I don't know. My lean to this one is definitely to the under. I'm not sure if I'm going to give it, but...
are you going to pull that trigger? I mean, seriously.
I'm going to wait to see what you have to say about this game.
Okay.
I'm sure you have something to say about it, right?
Well, it's involved in 3 of my picks.
Oh, all right. Well,
3 of my picks.
Hit the first one. First
you
half,
got it.
Right?
Cavs on the half, I got it -5.
Yep.
All right, here's why I like it. All right, Orlando is banged up. LeBron was rested purposely the other day.
Right.
He's totally playing tonight. This team will put it out early tonight. I really think so. And it just goes in the minds of these egos of, I'm telling you, with these athletes, they see what Golden State's doing. LeBron, he wants the attention. They're going to come out. I think they're going to bury this team. I think they can bring a wheelbarrow and a shovel and bury them at halftime. -5 on the half, and guess what? I'm taking them on the game.
Wow.
I got them -9.
-9 across the board.
I took them on the game. They have now. Guess what? 2 days ago when I went 7-0, they were my first half pick and didn't cover the game.
Right.
Tonight it's different. They're covering the half. They're covering the game. Orlando's just absolutely lost focus, and they got some major injuries that are playing, hardball on them. So Cavs on the half, Cavs on the game. There's 2 of my picks.
And
Pete.
I'll tell you what, I was nervous about taking the Cavs under against Dallas. That was one of my winners. What's your sense? Do you think they're going to run and gun, or do you think the under might be another good play here?
I think Cleveland will run and gun, but I don't think Orlando can keep up with that. So again, your total's low, Shaq, but Pete. Feel-wise, lean-wise, I wouldn't try to stop you from that, I tried the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Listen,
play.
I'm going to give the under as a play here. It's 209.5 market wide, but the Greek is 210, so I'm going to give the Greek's line under 210.
You just pulled the trigger. There it is, Loshak unleashed.
All right, I pulled it. Now let's go down to the next game, OKC and Philly. Now this one, 16 and a motherfucking half. That's on the road.
Yes.
That's not at home.
I know.
16.5 on the road.
I could see if this was a Scotty Brooks OKC team, but not a Billy Donovan team.
First of all, I want to take. You went against Philly as a home dog last night. Washington, that was an awesome call right there. When you made that call, I said to myself, I'm going to see how this one turns out. We're going to see what Mike's really made of. Great call, awesome call.
First half was awesome.
Yep. Washington on the first half, and as a big road favorite, it was absolutely dead on. Now we have OKC here.
But they didn't cover me on the game. They screwed me on the game.
No, but did you have them on the game too?
Sure did. I had them both. I had them both, and they screwed me by half of a point.
Oh, okay.
There's another half a point. But they looked beautiful in that first half.
Yeah,
Hell, they had a 26-point lead at one time, and they almost lost that game.
Well, OKC's covered 5 out of their last 6. The 2 obvious play here would be OKC on their team total over. Their offense has been explosive. Philly can't stop anyone.
I like that call.
What about OKC on 118? Do you have anything to say about that
No,
game?
I can't do 9.5 on that half, even though they're capable of covering it because Orlando was getting buried by halftime last night against Washington. So I think OKC can do it. But that's 16.5. That scared me, even for teaser value. OKC doesn't close out games. We all know that, right? They don't close out games like they used to. I'm staying off of that one, Pete.
Okay. And then we have Boston-Toronto. This one did involve 2 of my picks, actually. Toronto is on a back-to-back. They played 4 out of 5. They won in OT and Boston.
Yeah.
They've lost 3 in a row straight up, 5 out of 6 ATS. This feels, though, like a game.
Jack Crowder, baby. That's what.
This feels like a game, though, that they want.
They need.
Yeah, I was like in Boston when it was it opened +3. Now it's +2. I got it at +2. Now it's 1.5 market wide. What do you think about Boston +1.5?
Well, I did a video yesterday on the Pacers. I had them on a strong lean first half against Raptors, covered nice. They were up by 3 at half. But Raptors showed that ass. I'll tell you what, they showed up, man. They came into overtime and just literally owned that team in the overtime period. So are they tired from that? I don't know. Boston, had they been at full strength, I would definitely lean on Boston. But the fact they're still without some defensive help, Toronto might be picking up momentum, and they seem to really play good on the road. So I have no call on it, but props off to Toronto. They look really good in overtime.
This one really feels like Boston gets
pull
the
that trigger, Pete. Pull the trigger if it feels that good.
And I also like the under, which is now 210, 209.5 or 210. All right, I'll give the under. I'll give the under at 210.
Bam! There it is.
There's another one. I'm definitely leaning Boston +1.5. You don't think it's a good spot for them?
I don't. Again, it's the injury issue, and I think mentally in their heads. But they do know that they got to straighten up. They're in a battle for that 8th spot, and I don't know what's going to happen with that. So I'm staying off it though.
Okay, then let's move on to another. There's another one that I like. Portland at New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
Now, Portland on a back-to-back. They lost at the Spurs last night. It feels
and they killed me on that. I had Spurs on the half. Portland showed up early, boy. But you know what? I did say LaMarcus Aldridge wanted to play good against his old team. I'll have 15 at halftime, and he had 14 at halftime.
And I was leaning under in that one. Glad I didn't take it.
Yeah.
Feels like a big bounce-back spot here for Portland, -1.5. What do you think?
I couldn't call the trigger on it. I like it, but I'm not going to stop you on that. I can't call it again. Back-to-back, young team. Who knows?
Well, Portland on the first half, -0.5. What do you think about that?
Ooh.
Feels like a bounce-back spot, right?
Pull the trigger, Pete. You're not going to convince me to add another play on. I got 5 solid ones, But I like the way you're thinking confident. That's 2 days in a row, and I like that. You must have got some good rest last night.
I'll think about it. Maybe I'll give it later on. Now let's move on all right. First, before we move on to Golden State Dallas, interesting game. Let's talk about Minnesota Houston. This one has overwritten all over it, right? The line is getting bet up. It was 223.5. Now it's 225.5 or 226.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, a 223.
And you still like that overvalue, man?
No, I didn't say that. I said it has overwritten all over.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought you meant over. Okay.
Houston's off a loss to the Clippers. Do they bounce back here? Got to assume yes. Do you have anything to say about this game?
Well, Minnesota lost a lot of firepower.
Yeah.
They really did in their offense with their their perimeter shooting. So, but Rockets is one of my plays, Pete. I love them on the first half because of that loss at the Clippers. All right. I just think at home against Minnesota, all right, I just think they're going to bring it. And it's -4.5 the first half.
Market wide.
I love
Absolutely.
it. I love it. That's my third play. Rockets on the half.
That was sort of like my thinking.
But on the total, if I had a lean, I'd say under. Strong.
It's going too hard. When I looked at this game, I was like, this is just a Mike Brenner classic right here. Houston on the first half. Probably has some value. All right, now let's move on to Golden State Dallas. The Warriors, of course, rolled on their recent homestand. Didn't cover every game. Covered 4 out of 6. Went over like 120 in every game though. And they're given 8.5 here on the road at Dallas. What do you think about this one?
Well, they were a big winner for me the other night on first half and the game. I just felt like they were going to get that done, and they did. They buried the Knicks. All right, here's the deal. This is a revenge factor. One of the 6 losses.
Exactly.
Right, it's the return to the scene of the crime. One of their 6 losses was on Dallas's home floor.
And you think they remember that?
Oh, there's no doubt. They exact revenge tonight. Iguodala still sitting another probably 10 days. All right, rightfully so. They're going to wait for playoffs. But guess what? They're going to get in that building. You got a team going the opposite direction. Dallas might miss the playoffs if they don't straighten their asses up real quick. All right, so I love the first half. I think Warriors come out strong. I grabbed it at 4. If it's not available at 4, then 4.5. I'll take it.
Well, you're not going to get 4.5 either because a lot of people are apparently thinking
then it's 5.
5.
Guess what? Brenner's going to put it out there very confident. And the game's 8.5.
The game is 9.
9 now.
No 8.5.
Okay, well, I'm
amazing, Mike Brenner, right?
I'm going with first half. I'm taking it.
Okay.
-5. You heard it. Warriors -5, exacting the revenge at the scene of the crime.
Well, that might be a great play because not only is it -5 everywhere, but every site has it at -115. There's not even.
Tell me, bro. Tell me. Come on.
Should I tell you?
You should. This is the time. Pull that trigger.
I'll do it, Mike Brenner.
I can carry it, baby.
On the first half, -5. There's going to be a tale of the day every day, and I already decided that's going to be my tale.
Right.
Okay,
I like
I'll tell you. Then moving on to Phoenix Lakers, another one that I like. I like the under. It's 214 right now. The Greek has 213.5.
Yeah, Phoenix was putrid offensively, and they looked terrible. They were shooting like 32%.
Now, if they were a top team, you see a performance like that, you think bounce back. If
Yeah,
they're
but
a bottom
not them.
team, you're like more of the same shit.
Exactly. They've thrown the towel, and they can't wait for the season to end.
Yeah. All right. I will. Unless are the Lakers going to explode offensively? Maybe, but
I think the fact and they can play a little D. You know why they said they got that win against Golden State, because they found some defense they didn't have before. So why not put it on the Suns?
I'm giving it under 214. Under 214.
Loshak unleashed today.
Mike Brenner. So review all of your. Did we get all your picks?
No, I have one more.
A teaser, right?
I have a teaser. My 2-team teaser. Cavaliers will be -5.
Yep.
Warriors -5. After the 4-point adjustment, that's a 2-team teaser. Cavaliers, Warriors, I'm just telling you right now, I'm putting this out there.
Wow.
This thing's going to click. This is going to cash. This is a ticket casher.
2-team, don't overthink it. No brain it teaser. No brainer
Telling
teaser.
You, don't blink, and don't think.
Right.
Just drop the money on it.
Review your plays for us, Mike.
I sure will. Rockets on the first half, -4.5. Warriors on the first.
-5.
Rockets?
Oh, sorry. Right. I thought you said Golden
State. No, Rockets -4.5 on the half. Warriors.
Excuse me.
It's okay. That lack of sleep. It's March Madness. Pete and I have been literally damn near sleeping at the studio, and it's okay. All right, here we go again. Rockets on the half -4.5. Warriors on the half -5. Cavaliers on the half -5. Cavaliers on the game -9. Right? And a 2-team teaser, and I'm telling you, it's going to cash. Cavaliers, Golden State Warriors. Trust Brenner today. You won't regret it.
All right, and I got a bunch of picks. I got Cleveland, Orlando under 210. Boston, Toronto under 210. Lakers, Phoenix under 214. And a tale of the day, Mike Brenner, Golden State on the first half. Not 4.5, not 4, -5.
I like it.
If it's already been bet up. 4 plays from me, 5 plays from you, Mike Brenner. All right.
You know what? I don't know what you think. I'm feeling really good about this show today. I'm feeling good about our energy, and I'm really feeling good about this card because I'm about investing. I'm not about gambling. I'm telling you right now, you beat the book responsibly. You can do it financially prosperous, and I'm going to show you the way. With that being said, I'm going to pan this board, bro. I'm going to do it. All right, 84 and 60. I got 5 plays out today. I feel really, really good about 58%. All right, Pete, 36 and 42. I haven't felt this confidence in a while, so I'm telling you right now, this thing is going up. My man is swimming to the surface. No more life raft needed. And with that being said, let's wrap this thing up.
You know what? I'm adding a 5th play. I'm going to add Boston.
You got to be kidding. I love it. I love it because literally, Loshak Unleashed is one of the themes I have for you.
I'm adding Boston. So we got 5 plays each today. I'm adding Boston plus 1.5 on the full game. I would love to add Portland on the first half, but what do you think about that? What's your take on New Orleans right now? Anthony Davis, is he a beast? Is he awesome?
He's not you know what's finally happened, and I mean this with all due respect. He realizes that his effort every night is not doing anything to get them the W's to go to the playoffs. He's going to kick back a little bit. He doesn't have anything to prove. I don't blame him. You got to bring it every day.
I'll add a 6th
Holy cow. First time ever.
Portland on the first half -0.5.
Holy cow.
So
this is great.
6 plays tonight.
You know what? Do me a favor. Review your 6 real quick.
Cleveland, Orlando under 210. Boston plus 1.5 on the full game and the under 210. Portland on the first half -0.5. And Golden State, Dallas, Taylor View, first half -5, and Phoenix Lakers under 214.
Jesus, that's the first time you've ever done it. I love it. I love it, and I love the energy. All right, my man, we got to get out of here. Let's wrap it up. It's Cold Beer Friday.
We'll be back tomorrow, right?
That's right.